What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Traffish Aquatics. Today we're just going to be doing a little bit of a channel update and talk about things that are going on and things that we should be seeing come up in the future. So first thing I want to talk about is yesterday the channel hit 1,000 subscribers, and I just want to reach out to all you guys through this video and say thank you to each and every single one of you that has subscribed to the channel, has liked my videos, has shared my videos, anything like that. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys for doing that. So a little bit of history on the channel. We're just going to go back to December. So basically from December till now, which has only been about 3.5 months, we've basically gone up quite substantially. We've gained 900 subscribers from you guys watching my stuff, 46,000 views, 3.1 thousand watch hours. So you guys have been watching all my content, and just based on that, it really lets me know that you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. Just a huge thank you to you guys. You know, I really appreciate it. And being that we hit 1,000 subscribers, now I'm able to start doing live streaming from mobile. So I can use my phone now to do live streams instead of having to use a webcam on a computer. Because I tried doing a live stream once and it was real blurry and grainy and I didn't like it, and I've been looking for webcams, but I can't afford the ones that you would need to get quality like with the phone that I do for most of my videos. So now that I have the ability to do that, hopefully we're going to be doing more live streams. First one's probably just going to be about how I got into the hobby and how the whole thing started for me. And then I'm probably going to announce them. That way, if you guys want to be part of the live streams, you guys can set time aside, you know, in advance. That way you can be part of it and we can have a conversation. You know, you guys talk to me, I can talk to you. Finally, actually doing live conversation with you guys. So I think that's going to be really cool. So a lot of you guys are probably noticing the change in scenery here. This is the Betta rack that I built. And you guys have been watching and liking the videos. So the video of all this, all the scaping and everything, that comes out tomorrow. So you guys will see that tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I actually started working on the 300-gallon aquarium. Now, I know I said that the 300-gallon was going to be the 1,000 subscriber release video. But the issue with that is I have been working on it, but due to cold weather, I'm having trouble proceeding. And what I mean by that is when you're building a plywood aquarium, or like in my case a bottom, you have to use materials that are temperature sensitive, being like wood glue, right? You can't use this under 50 degrees or it won't work. Silicone, same deal. You can't use this under a certain temperature or it won't work. And epoxy like this, you can't use under certain temperatures or they won't work. And the reason I'm having issues is because the past couple weeks has been like this. A beautiful day outside where it's not raining or snowing or Mother Nature can't decide what time of the year it is and we go through all 4 seasons in a week. So because it's nice and sunny outside, that means I finally get to work on the 300-gallon.
2 hours later. 2 hours later.
Come on, figure out what time of year it is already. So, since that has been an ongoing issue, like right now it is currently snowing outside, we got about a ½ inch of snow, I can't work on that and I'm stuck where I'm at. So you guys will see a little bit of the progress that we did on Sunday of the 300-gallon, and once we get a little bit of warmer weather here, I can build everything and show you guys the rest of those videos and get that tank set up, and I'm really excited for that. That all being said, as far as the fish room goes, I do have a couple of empty tanks in there now, just from moving fish around and moving tanks around and things like that. I also combined a couple of the fish into one tank to make a community. So the one 10-gallon tank that was in there that was all planted up and looking really good, that tank is actually right here now. And that was replaced with a 15-gallon aquarium because that fit the stand a lot better. So that tank currently has my wife's bubble eye goldfish in it because he's been having some swim bladder issues and stuff like that. So he's currently getting treated. Once the 300 gallon gets set up, the goldfish in the 55 and the 125 are going into 300 gallons. So that's going to open up a 125 and a 55 gallon. I currently have an empty 20 gallon in there, and the convict cichlids are all going to be moved to a 55 gallon eventually. So that's going to open up 2 more 20 gallons. And then all of my 5.5 gallon Betta tanks are empty. So I have lots of empty tanks that I'm going to start doing breeding projects in and things like that. So lots of good stuff coming with that. I just am a little slow getting there because all of the fish stores that are local to me are closed because of the coronavirus. But the one local shop to me will do curbside pickup. The issue with that is I can't go into the store and see what fish they have. So basically they have to take a video and then show it to me, and then I pick the fish I want, and then they'll go get it and bring it out to me, and I pay for it like that, curbside pickup. So it's a little difficult because I kind of want to hand pick my own fish, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So working through that, and then everything else with the coronavirus and everything's got me at home. So the gears are constantly turning of trying to come up with ideas to show you guys and make videos of. But if you guys have any suggestions, like always, go ahead and drop a comment down below. I respond to every single comment because I want to talk to you guys, and I want to keep you guys engaged on what's going on and helping you if you need help and whatever. Just talk a little bit. So without further ado, I believe we're going to go out in the fish room and we are going to feed some fish. So let's go do that. Alright guys, so I'm going to start here at the 125 gallon goldfish tank. Still battling through a little bit of the blackbeard algae, but that's to be expected with the high concentration of goldfish per volume here. Just because the nitrates are so high and how quickly they rise, I'm doing water changes on this tank quite a bit just to keep the nitrates down. But that'll be rectified once we get to 300 gallon. All these guys are going in there, and then it won't be as much of an issue because maintenance will be a lot easier to take care of with the volume of fish and waste that's being produced. Now, one thing I do want to touch on is I did lose a fish in here about 2 to 3 days ago. I'm not really sure why I lost him. I came downstairs one morning, the lights came on, and he was sitting under this plant right here. Didn't look like there was anything wrong with him. He looked perfectly fine. But it was just weird. He was sitting on the bottom under a plant, so I got real close. I was looking at him, and his gills weren't moving. Fins were perfectly fine. Body was in good shape. No marks, no nothing on him. He just died. So the only thing that I can really chalk that up to is he might have had a stroke or a heart attack. I don't know if something scared him and he slammed into the glass real hard. I don't know. There was nothing really wrong with him, so not sure. But everybody else is doing really well. Everybody's healthy. So yeah, that's the 125. Let's go out into the fish room. Actually, before we go out into the fish room, we're going to feed them because that's what I said we were going to do, right? So I've got my omega-1 goldfish pellets. I got a 3-pound bucket here. You can put some food in there like that. And watch all the little piggies go to town cleaning that up. So yeah, that's the goldfish. So fish room. So it's likely you guys have never actually seen a video of walking into the fish room, but this is the 125 in my living room. The fish room is right behind it, and this is what it looks like when you walk in. Right? Look at that snow. Oh, that's snow. Middle of April. But these are my tanks. Give you a quick look around, and then we'll feed some hungry fish. So Red Devil up here, he usually gets some shrimp. I've got a couple shrimp here cut up. So we'll give him some shrimp, and then when I'm not feeding him shrimp, he gets the omega-1 goldfish pellets. So we'll go ahead and we'll drop some shrimp in here and let him eat that. Alright, he cleaned that up pretty good. Come on, last one. There you go. Alright, got my 55-gallon goldfish down here. Some more Piggly Wigglies. we'll go ahead and we'll give these guys some pellets. Now, between the two sizes, I usually mix it up a little bit between the Omega 1 and the Community PeeWee. So I got two different size pellets in there. And those guys will go through and clean all that up in probably about 30 seconds. So then we'll go up to Peekaboo. Hey. There he is. That's why he's Peekaboo, because he sticks his head down there and then pops up. Peekaboo. Alright, so he gets Canadian night crawlers. One a day. So we'll go ahead and grab one here and drop him in. You missed it. Axolotls in the wild are terrible hunters. It's over here. It's right there. It's right there, you go. You got it. Alright, so this is the 15-gallon. It's kind of acting as a quarantine right now. You can see swim bladder issues. He's all black because he's stressed. He was also not getting the lion's share of food in the 125, so that's why he's in here. And this little guy's in here because he wasn't getting the lion's share of food with all of these guys. Look, that's almost all gone already. So they're in there. I'm not going to feed these guys right now, but they get a mix of these as well. Aqua terrarium with the white cloud mountain minnows. If we look in here, you can see there's quite a bit of fry that they've had and are growing out. So in this tank, these guys are breeding and happy, so that's good. So we're going to add a little bit of krill flake for these guys. Let them go right to town. I love this tank because it's so natural. You got the hardscape built up with the two waterfalls, the frog bit lily pads, some Anacharis curling through it, and then some Anubias in the back, and then some just terrarium moss in there. My tree died because it's too humid in there for it, but that's okay. Fish are loving that. So then the Betta rack that was in here, the 5.5 gallons, they are all empty. That one was just growing moss. That was my quarantine tank. And these two had Bettas in them, but they are now out in the kitchen rack, so we'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, 20-gallon convict tank. So my Amazon storage, you kind of can see they're not looking too hot here, but that's okay. Those are the immerse grown leaves dying back, allowing for the new growth to come in. So that's fine. I am having a little bit of algae. So there's the baby. But he's fine. I just haven't been able to net him out and get him into the next tank over here. But this tank's doing well. They get the Community PeeWee, which is this here. So we'll just give a pinch of that. This guy goes nuts for it. Just to show you the baby's eating too. He comes over here and grabs some. So they're doing well. The 29-gallon rescue tank. Everybody in here is doing excellent. These guys get Community PeeWee as well. I'll grab some more. Neon tetras, glow skirt tetras, platies. There's some brown coolie loaches in there. Good little mix. 55-gallon below it. This is a community tank with angels, bristlenose plecos, corridoras. We got bronze and albinos, same species. One's just albino. And my 6, what are they? Cherry barbs that were in the 10-gallon that was here. See, he's swimming around. He's doing all right. They are down here as well. They are in the back. So, Community PeeWee for you guys. If I can get it in the hole while filming there. And those guys eat that. Okay, probably the tank most of you have been waiting for. Pumpkin seeds and bluegills. These guys get fed shrimp, same as the red devil. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab a handful here. Put a couple pieces in just to get a little bit of action going in the water. And then we're going to come over here and drop a whole handful. love these guys. These guys are so cool in the colors. Look at that color. He's got good color. The one little guy's got good color. This one. And then the bluegill right here. His chin's getting pretty blue. There it is. So they're doing pretty well. So, haven't quite got them on the pellets yet. Sometimes they'll eat them, sometimes they won't. Next tank, 55-gallon guppy breeding tank. This is kind of just like a mixed pot of guppies, all live plants except this one. And I don't want to pull that out because this big old ball of Java moss is entangled in it, so just leaving it. But these guys get a mix of the community PeeWee as well as some tropical fish flake. That way I can get small enough sizes for all the little fry. So we'll go ahead and we'll put a bunch right here. And then we'll throw some of the pellets in there too. You can see there's quite a few guppies, lots of different colors. But that's that tank. Convict tank. This tank's a little bit of a mess. Had lots of anacris in there to absorb nitrate. And as you can see, all the leaves are falling off of it because they are absorbing all the nitrate. There's no nitrate in this tank, even with this many fish. All these convicts are about an inch or more. There are some that are a little smaller, but most of them are about an inch. So these guys get flake and community PeeWee as well. And I want you guys to hear this. When these guys eat flake, it's the coolest sound. It sounds like pop rocks. And there's Mom. And I got some of these guys that are showing a lot of blue. Like, look at all the blue. Like this guy back here. Some of these guys up here. Very blue. So that's really cool. Okay, next tank is this 20-gallon up here, which is a female convict. She's by herself right now, but if we look in the back corner, she's digging a big old hole back there. So she is ready to spawn again. She's got her spawning colors on. Nice blues and orange. Give her a little community PeeWee. There you go. A little bit of algae in there, but that nearite takes care of it in about a day and a half. No big deal. And then the last tank in here is this 20-gallon down here, which the only thing in here right now is snails. So give them a little bit of food to eat on. That's that. So that's a tank that we have open. And pretty much that female is going to be going in here eventually, along with that male that's in that tank. They're all going to be in here. More rocks, more hiding places. All these fry, well, not all, most of them are going to the local fish store. So then I'll have this tank open, and that tank open. I'm going to fix this, so these guys will be going down here, so that tank will be open. These guys are going to go in the 300, so this tank will be open. And then the 125 out there will be open. So that's the fish room. So let's go see the Betta rack. Alright guys, so here is the Betta rack. You're going to see more of this video of this rack tomorrow. But just a real quick look at a couple of the Bettas and the scapes. I just want to show you guys how this whole thing is set up, really. I'm not going to feed them, I already fed them today. But for lighting, I apologize if this is super bright. It's just these under cabinet lights mounted up there on all these shelves. Down here in the bottom, one power strip and a timer with a Whisper 100 air pump running both lines. I gotta get some brackets to actually make this actually a door and hold it closed, but for right now it's just sitting there. And then up here, if we can see past the lights, got a gang valve there running the tanks on the right hand side, and we got a gang valve over there running the tanks on the left hand side. So one pump, two gang valves, and that runs all 6 tanks. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little tour of my fish room as well as all the updates of the channel and things that are coming. If you guys have any suggestions at all, go ahead and drop a comment, or if you have anything you want to say at all, or questions or anything at all, comment section down below. I always answer them. If I don't answer that, I apologize. YouTube has given me problems recently where they are holding comments that I can't see until I can get on a desktop to look at them. So if I don't get back to you right away, I will get back to you. Right? So I don't know why they're doing that, but it's been doing it. But as always, guys, if you like any of the products that I used, go ahead, click down in the description. I've got a huge list of things that I recommend to you guys and that I personally use myself. So you click on that link and you can purchase that or anything off of Amazon in the next 24 hours after clicking the link, and I get a little bit of a commission sale off of it. So it helps the channel out, helps me be able to provide content to you guys at no extra cost to you. So go ahead and click on stuff down there and then shop away. So thank you guys for watching Trapfish Aquatics, and I'll see you guys in the next video.